everyone. Thanks so much for being here. My name's Leanna, and for today's flow, we've got both a hip strengthening flow as well as a hip opening, plus a lot of work with twists. It'll be a full body flow, but that'll be the focus. I'd recommend that you have a block for this one, so either get a block or just something that can suffice as a block. And let's get started. We'll start in a seated position with the right shin in front of the left shin. And just sit nice and tall here. Okay, you can close your eyes. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up into your ears. Then exhale, bring your shoulders back and down. Good. Again, inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, bring them back and down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, bring them back and down. Okay, this time, inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Press your palms together and lift up through the low ribs. And then exhale, bow your hands forward in front of you. Good. Press down a little bit into the outer parts of both ankles. And then notice the lowest ribs and see if you can reach them forward a bit more to find some length to the spine. Good. Keep all that going and walk your hands a giant step to the left. Especially your right hand, really walk it forward. And then just breathe up and down the right side of the body. Good. Make your way back to a seat. And then switch the crossing of your legs. So left shin in front of the right. And inhale, reach your arms up. Lift the low ribs and press the palms. Exhale, bow forward. Okay, so with the sternum, try to reach it forward as the sitting bones reach back. And press into the outer ankles. Okay, keep that going. Walk your hands a giant step to the right, especially your left hand. And then breathe up and down the left side of the body. Okay, let's make our way back to a seat. And then roll over your knees, coming into a tabletop pose. Good. Send your right leg straight back behind you. With the right heel, really reach back and find some strength there in the right glute and the right hamstring. Good, then look back at your left sitting bone. I guess you can't quite see your sitting bone, but you know where it is in space. And try to bring it so it's right in line with your left knee. So outer left hip firms in. Good. From just behind the belly button, lift up to support the back. And let's either stay here or play with reaching the left arm forward. Pressing into the right hand. And lengthen both sides of the neck. Good. Let's come back into tabletop. And then we'll switch sides. Left leg straight back. Good. With that left heel, reach back. It's like you're kicking something heavy open. Find the strength in the left glute, the left hamstring. And then look back at the right knee. Try to get the right sitting bone in line with the knee. So outer right hip firms in. Lift up the low belly. Good. Press into the left hand and play with reaching the right arm straight forward. All right, let's come back into tabletop. Let's just take one cat and cow. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Good. Find a neutral tabletop and send both feet straight back for high plank. Good. Press evenly through the circumference of both hands. And then find a little bit more of a press to the thumb and the pointer finger sides. Good. Broaden across the collarbones. Firm up the quads. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Reach your arms back behind you. And let's go palms face down with the thumbs pointing away from your body. Good. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, lift everything up for locust. Good. It's like your fingers want to touch whatever's behind you. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other, and the heart is reaching forward. Good. Lower all the way down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press back into child's pose. Good. Ease your way into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold, release your head and neck. And inhale, reach both arms overhead. Press your palms together and look up. Exhale, bring your palms in front of your heart. And let your palms face forward, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, reach through the ring fingers. Exhale, bend the knees, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into high plank. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the hands into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, press into the feet. Try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, palms in front of the heart. And palms face forward, Tadasana. Nice, one more sun A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Little back bend at the very top. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift your low ribs, look up. Exhale, palms in front of the heart. And palms face forward, mountain pose. Good. Inhale, reach the arms. And this time exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. And since we're focusing on building strength in the outer hips, with your feet, act like you want to pull the mat apart. That just fires up those hip muscles, provides a bit more stability there. At the same time, lift up from behind the belly button and sit a little bit deeper. Good. Slowly lower all the way down. And let's meet with the hands behind the knees and the feet on the mat. Good. Bring the outer right ankle onto the left knee and make your way into kind of like a figure 4 version from our seat. Good. With that right shin, press it forward into your left leg, and you'll feel that the outer right hip is being a little bit stronger as you're also stretching it. All right, try to keep that going and bring the arms out in front of you and see if you can hook the right toes outside of the left arm. Anywhere is fine. Try to keep that as you lean back to lift the foot. And keep pressing the right shin forward to bring some tone to the right hip. And if you want to get real crazy, reach your left leg straight forward. So prep for flying pigeon. Let's come on out of it. We'll meet with the feet on the mat, hands behind the knees. Good, and second side, outer left ankle on top of the right knee. And then to start, press the left shin into the right leg. And you'll feel that the outer left hip, it has a little bit of tone to it as it's also being stretched. And try to keep that stuff going as you reach the arms forward. And maybe hook the left toes outside of the right arm. Good, lean back until you can maybe lift the right foot. Feeling that now in the core a bit more. And then possibly straighten the right leg forward. A lot harder for me on this side. Also joined by a butterfly today. That's kind of exciting. We'll come back into this kind of like boat pose version. And let's find full boat pose. Good, with the sternum lift up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and squeeze the legs together. Try to soften through the face. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, find a low boat. Hover the shoulders, hover the legs, keep squeezing the legs together. Keep lifting the sternum. Okay, with your next inhale, come back into high boat. Find your strong high boat. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, low boat. Good. Inhale, high boat. And last time, inhale. Exhale, low boat. You guys got this. Inhale, high boat. And exhale, cross your shins. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Whew. All right. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. And inhale into a high lunge, crescent lunge. Good. Press really strongly into the ball of the left foot and engage your left glute a lot. Good. Suck into low belly. And let's bring the arms out nice and wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Really reach from fingertips to fingertips. Keep the left glute strong. Keep lifting from behind the belly button. And then bring your left hand outside of your right knee. Good. With the right knee, I want you to act like it's going to move over to the right, but your hand is there to keep it in place. So that right knee is pressing into the hand, and you're finding some strength in the outer right hip. Good. Keeping that going, act like someone's holding your back hand and gently pulling it back to upright your torso. Now let's bring the hands back together in prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly shift forward. Come into warrior 3 with your hands in prayer. Okay, so focusing first on that standing leg, our base. Really press into the right foot. Then notice where your right sitting bone is in space and try to get it in line with the right heel. So a lot of times the outer right hip has got to firm in. Keep that going as you reach back through the heel of the left foot. And then try to get the hips to square to the mat. Good. Bend the standing knee. Step back into a high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Good. Press down strongly for the ball of the right foot. Engage the right glute. Lift up from behind the belly button. Bring your arms out nice and wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Using the strength of your entire core to help you twist and reach across the fingers. And keep the right glute strong, keep the belly engaged, and bring the right hand outside of the left knee. Good, so it's like the left knee wants to press into the hand, but the hand is there to hold it in place. You should feel that fire up the outer hip. Good, reach those left fingertips back a little bit to upright the torso. And find a few deep breaths right here. Good. Bring the palms back together in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward, press up. Warrior 3, palms together. Drive into that standing foot. It's like you want to press away from the mat. Then notice your left sitting bone and try to firm it almost like underneath your body. So right sitting bone, left heel, same line. Good. Once you got that going, reach back through the heel of the right foot. Find that strength in the lifted leg. And try to get the hip points to square to the mat. Good. Bend the standing knee, slowly step back, high lunge. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step back, down dog. And inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. And this time, interlace your hands together behind your back. Inhale, lift everything up. Shalambhasana. Good. Act like you want to touch your knuckles towards your heels as you reach your heart forward. Good. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes, lift your knees. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Good. Find all that same stuff that we worked on the first side. And then bring the palms together. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Hook your elbow outside of your knee. Okay, so usually once I come down and hook the elbow, things get a little out of whack. So try to keep engaging the left glutes and engaging the core. Good, and same as on the first side with the front knee or the right knee, act like you want to press into your left elbow. The left elbow is there to hold the knee in place, and that's just activating the outer right hip, building a bit more strength there. Good. Inhale, find your high lunge, press down to reach up. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, press back up. Warrior three. Good, same work. Press into the standing foot. Outer right hip firms in. Reach through the heel of the left foot. Find that strength in the left glute. Good, for this one, bring your left hand, ideally on a block, a little bit more forward of your left shoulder. Bring your right thumb into your right hip crease. Gently draw the right hip back and in as you rotate your chest to the left. And notice what happened with that left hip point. A lot of times it likes to drop way down. Try to keep the left hip up in line with the right hip. Good, let's come back into warrior three with the hands in prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the standing knee. Step back into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back into high plank. Good, side plank, left hand down, right arm up. And squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the bottom hip away from the mat. And try to see that both hip points are stacked one on top of the other. A lot of times the top hip, you've got to rotate it so it's right on top of the bottom hip. Let's return to our high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Good. Find that nice alignment there with the legs, all that engagement of the muscles. And then bring the palms together. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Hook your elbow outside of your knee. Keep the right glute nice and strong. Then with that left knee, press it into the right elbow. Building all that strength in the outer left hip. Really keep pressing. And just breathe right here. All right, inhale, high lunge, press into the feet, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Breathe in. Exhale, shift forward. Come on up. Warrior three. Good, so outer left hip firms in, that never changes. Always keep that outer left hip firm. Right hand comes onto a block. A little bit more forward of the shoulder. And then with that left thumb, gently pull the hip back and in, just as a reminder. Reach back through that right heel, find that strength in the back of the right leg. And then just real gently rotate the chest to the left, but don't let that right hip point drop below the left. So much going on in this one. This is prep for revolved half moon. Okay, let's come back into warrior three with the hands in prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back into high plank. Side plank, right hand down, left arm up. Vashisthasana. Notice where your hip points are in space. Try to get that top one to stack right over the bottom one. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the bottom hip nice and high. Good. Come back into your high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, down dog. Optional chaturanga. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands and come into warrior two. All right, so notice the right sitting bone and try to get it in line with the right heel. So think about almost tucking the sitting bone underneath the body. Keep that going, and with the front knee, try to open it up until you can see the big toe and the second toe. Okay, that engagement there of that leg is pretty much the same kind of engagement for a lot of the standing poses like half moon. So try to keep that going there and take a couple deep breaths. Good. Straighten the front leg. Look down in front of your front foot. Then bend your front knee just enough to launch up, half moon. I really recommend the block in half moon because your arm's not as long as your leg, and so this just helps the ground to be a bit closer. Find that same engagement, outer right hip firms in, and then reach back to the heel of the left foot, finding that strength there to that lifted leg. And try to rotate the left chest so it's on top of the right chest, and reach the left fingers up towards the sky as the crown of the head reaches forward. Good. Bend your standing knee a lot, nice and controlled. Step back into warrior two. Inhale in your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step back into high plank. And then find side plank again. Left hand down, right arm up. Good. This time, option to bring your top leg into tree pose. Press that bottom thigh up into your foot as your foot presses back into your thigh. Knit the front ribs together as the shoulder blades draw together. Option to turn this into wild thing pose. Step the ball of the top foot behind you. Reach the hips up. Reach the heart forward. Good. Make your way back into high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot through. Inhale, warrior two. Good. Notice your left sitting bone. Try to scoop it underneath the body a bit. But then at the same time, with the left knee, keep it opening up to the left so you can see the big toe. Good. The feet press into the mat and pull in. And take a few deep breaths right here. Good. Straighten your front leg. Look down in front of your front foot. And then bend the front knee just enough to come up into half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Good. That block's got to be forward enough to where it really supports you. And then think about the left sitting bone scooping underneath the body as you press into the standing foot. Good. The right leg is so engaged, especially the quad and the glute. And rotate the chest open to the right. Expanding across the collarbones, breathing. Good. Bend your standing knee a lot. Nice and slow, step back. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step back into high plank. Good. Find side plank, right hand down, left arm up. And this time option to bring the top leg into tree pose. You've really got to press that bottom thigh up into the foot as the foot presses into the thigh. Shoulder blades draw together, chin away from the chest. An option to turn this one into wild thing. Step the ball of the left foot behind you. Reach the hips up. Heart reaches forward. Good. Inhale back into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. All right, couple deeper back bends here. Bend the knees, grab a hold of your ankles. And if that doesn't work, come back to either locust or Shalambhasana. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, kick back and kick up. Good, so those shins, it's like they want to press back to whatever's behind you as your heart reaches forward. Use those glutes to drive the kick. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Turn the right cheek to the mat and just rest. All right, let's do that one more time. Bend the knees, grab a hold of the ankles. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, kick back and kick up. Good. This time, see if you can lay back a little bit towards the back of the mat to lift the low ribs. Good. One more inhale, kick. Exhale, lower down, left cheek to the mat. If it feels good, you can windshield wiper the legs. And then we'll meet in child's pose. Make your way back into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, both arms reach up, a little back bend at the top as you look up. Exhale, palms in front of the heart. And palms face forward, mountain pose. Nice tall spine for a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Inhale, reach your arms. And this time exhale into chair pose. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. And I know I've kind of talked to a lot of you about this, but it's totally fine if your left knee pops forward of the right knee. I'm not sure where that cue came from to bring the knees into one line, but it actually is not great for the low back. So let your knees do whatever they want. And if you would like to go deeper here, you can come into side crow. Whichever one you're doing, every inhale, try to lengthen between each vertebrae. With every exhale, deepen the twist from the ribs. Good. We'll all meet in a forward fold. Pedal the knees out. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Good. Inhale back into chair. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Let your knees do whatever they want and just sit your sitting bones back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, deepen the twist. If you came into side crow on the first side, do it on this side too. And take your time if you're doing side crow. We'll all eventually meet in a forward fold. And pedal the knees out. And let's grab a hold of the big toes with the peace sign fingers. Take a little bend in the knees. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold. Good. Release the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Look up, press the palms. Exhale, palms in front of the heart. And palms face forward, mountain. All right, making our way into standing figure four. Take a little bend in the knees. Bring the outer right ankle on top of the left knee and come on into it. Same thing that we worked on from our seat. With the right ankle, press it into the left leg so you get some engagement there in the outer right hip. Keep that going as you reach the sitting bones back and the heart forward. Some of you with a little bit more mobility might be able to narrow the elbows, bring them in front of the shin, and then with the elbows, press back into the shin so that you can send your chest forward. It's almost like a baby cobra action in the upper back. Oh, now there's a bee over there. I think I liked the butterfly better. Good. All right. Stand up on the left foot. Bring the right knee into the chest. Inhale. Exhale any amount. Straighten your leg forward. Engage that right quad a lot. Lift up from behind the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Mountain pose. Good. Second side. Little bend in the knees. Outer left ankle on top of the right knee. So with that outer left ankle, press it into the right leg. And you should find a little bit of strength there in the outer left hip. Try to keep that going as you go to your depth. So especially in these really deep stretching poses, you want to have a little bit of engagement to the muscle so that you're not just like stretching a muscle that's not engaged. And if you did it on the first side, narrow the elbows in front of the shin. Press back on the shin as you reach the heart forward. And press into the right foot, draw the left knee into the chest, take an inhale. Exhale any amount, straighten the leg forward. Outer right hip firms in, engage the left quad, lift up from behind the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Mountain pose. Be still here. All right, this pose we've been building up to, revolved half moon pose. I think it's one of the hardest of the twists. Let's just give it a try. I love a block in this one. Shift everything into your right foot. Bring your left knee into your chest. So same thing we've been working. Right sitting bone, it's like you want to firm it to the center line of your body. So outer right hip firms in. Engage the right quad, press through the right foot. Lip up from behind the belly button. Don't change any of that. Take an inhale. Exhale, kick your left leg straight back as if you're kicking a really heavy door open. So reach through the heel. Bring your left hand either on a block or on the fingertips. A little bit more forward of the shoulder. Right thumb into the right hip crease. Good. Think about all that same stuff we worked. Outer right hip firms in, press into the right foot, reach back through the left heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, revolve your chest to the right. And my left hip always wants to drop down. Keep lifting up through the inner left thigh to prevent that. And then maybe you reach the right arm straight up. Inhale, lengthen across the spine. Exhale, deepen the twist. And revolved half moon. And we'll meet in a forward fold, top of the mat. Pedal the knees out, let your head and neck hang heavy. And inhale, both arms sweep up, look up, press the palms. Exhale, palms to heart center. And mountain pose. Let that go for a breath or two. Okay, second side. Shift everything into your left foot. Really press strongly into the left foot. Outer left hip firms in. Right knee into the chest, palms in prayer. Inhale. Exhale, shoot it back. Good. Keep the belly contracted. Keep reaching through the heel of the right foot. Right hand goes onto the block, left thumb into the left hip crease. Good. So pull that left hip back and in as you rotate the chest to the left. And you'll see like my right hip crease is way down compared to the left right now. So I gotta lift up through the inner right thigh and keep firming the outer left hip in. So hard to do when you're balancing on one foot. Maybe left arm straight up. Every inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Every exhale, twist more from the ribs. The hardest of the twists, I swear. I have not perfected this one. All right, let's forward fold, pedal the knees, release the head and neck. We're done with that. Inhale, both arms reach up, look up, press your palms. Exhale, palms to heart center. And palms face forward. All right, last time coming into standing figure 4, and this time with an option to come into flying pigeon. So outer right ankle, left knee. Don't lose that engagement of the outer right hip. So make sure that's still going. And then just go to your depth. For the longest time, I couldn't even touch the mat. So if you're right here, just play here. If you can touch the fingers to the mat, walk your hands forward until they plant. Hook your right toes outside of your left arm. Then just like crow pose, look forward, shift forward. Maybe you can lift the left foot up. Maybe you can reach the left leg straight back. Ooh, not happening for me today. Play with that as long as you want. And we'll eventually meet in mountain pose. Just being still and breathing. Okay, second side. Bend the knees. Left outer ankle, right knee. And with this side, I don't even touch the ground because I've kind of had issues with my hips trying to force myself into some of these. So please learn from my mistakes and just go to wherever you feel good, okay? If you are able to touch the fingers, walk your hands until they plant. The left toes hook outside of the right arm. Then you look forward and go forward. And if you're still right here in standing figure four, so am I. So just breathe here. And whenever you're done playing around, we'll meet in mountain pose, top of the mat. Draw the shoulder blades together, lift up through the heart, engage the legs, relax the jaw and the brow. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or float back, high plank. Exhale, final chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to your seat. All right, let's take Janu Shirsasana. So right leg goes out, left foot inside of the inner right thigh. Set up nice and tall. Engage that leg that's out. So you want the quad to be strong, all that good stuff. Arms out wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach up and over. Okay, so it's meant to be a side stretch up and down the left side of the body. Try to rotate the right shoulder underneath the left. And some of you might even be able to reach down for the big toe. Good. Come all the way back up. Bring your left hand behind you, other hand behind your head. Press your hips up. Let your head fall back into your hand, opening up the front of the left side of the chest. Good. Lower all the way down. And second side. Left leg out, right leg in. Sit nice and tall. Engage the left leg. Arms reach out wide. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, come on back up. Bring the right hand behind you, other hand behind your head. Inhale, press up. Let your head fall back into your hand. Good. Lower all the way down. Whew. And let's bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Bring your hands around your toes. Shimmy nice and tall. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold it in. Okay, let's come on back up. And same way we started, cross the right shin in front of the left shin. If you have a bit more open of hips and you want to play with double pigeon, then bring the right outer ankle on top of the left knee. I don't usually do this one because I don't think it feels good for me in my legs. So take your pick. Bring the arms out nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow on top of the left elbow. Eagle arms. Lift your elbows up in line with your chin. and reach the elbows away from the chin. If you'd like to add a little neck stretch into this, move the wrists and the forearms over to the left and tilt your head the other way. So right ear, right shoulder. Now let's unravel that. Switch crossing of your legs, so left shin in front, or double pigeon, if you like that one. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, left elbow on top, eagle. And lift your elbows nice and high and reach the elbows away from the chin. And this time, if you want to add the neck stretch, tilt the forearms to the right, left ear, left shoulder. And unravel that. And just a quick twist. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, twist to your right. Every inhale, lengthen the crown of the head up. Every exhale, deepen the twist from the ribs. Inhale to center. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale to center. And exhale, lie back for Shavasana. I like to bring the heels all the way to the sides of the mat. Let your toes flop out. And bring the arms far enough away from the body where they're not touching. And try to make the back of the neck nice and long. So might need to just real gently press the top of the head back towards the back of the mat. With every exhalation, just imagine that you're softening even deeper. With every exhalation, imagine that your body is becoming just the tiniest bit more relaxed. Make sure the eyes are nice and soft. You might even part the lips a little to release your jaw. Shavasana. If you have more time to relax in Shavasana, please just stay right here for as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come out, take a couple deeper breaths back into your body. And reach your arms back behind you, point your toes, take a full body stretch. And place your feet onto the mat one at a time. And roll to your favorite side. Just pausing there for a moment. And keeping your eyes closed and your head heavy, use your top hand and press yourself up into a seat. And bring your palms together, sit nice and tall, and tuck your chin down towards your chest. All right, one last cleansing breath together. Take a deep breath into your nose, fill up your belly, your chest, and your throat. Pause there. Sip in a little bit more. Lift your chin, open up your mouth. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. So great to guide you all through practice. Please like the video if you liked it, and leave a comment below if you'd like to see more videos like this. So thanks so much. Namaste.